Now, if dude knew a lot, if he had everything down pat and he knew exactly what he was doing like the older guy does, he might have some leverage. But when you don't know shit about what we're doing, and you don't know a lot, and there was always a time that I didn't know a lot, there's always a time that we all didn't know a lot. But when I didn't know a lot, I didn't have no leverage to demand anything. I had to make myself valuable. And that don't happen in 3 weeks. Okay guys, good morning. It's Saturday morning and we're on this job over here. Y'all know I was doing it last year, and it's been one that I've been doing for years. Me and Toby are out here. Well, I got to show him all these properties, man, because I'm going to want him to pretty much take lead on all the lawn mowing, or most of it. Maybe not all of it this year, but we want to, slowly but surely get into the point to where he can just run the whole mowing division. And I don't mind, filling in where I can. It'll take a while to be able to get me out of the mowing. That's the goal. Not really the goal. I like mowing, but my time can be served a little bit better in other ways, providing I got somebody that can do a lot of this stuff. So at the end of the day, that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Though today does not pay that great, based on the expenses it costs and everything, but we need to get these things done and get everybody signed up. You got to know how many properties you got, and you don't really know that until you actually start cutting them and everybody's on board or not. Like I've lost some properties this year. I've gained some properties this year, and I wasn't worried about losing this one unless he died or something. But I did lose the other one because she got put in an old folks home. Now, I don't know if they're going to pay somebody to cut the grass over there or what. They're probably not going to pay somebody to cut it every 2 weeks because nobody's even living in the house now. So that takes a toll, because that takes a hit. And now we're taking a hit on the money, right? We're taking a hit on how much it's worth out here. So, but I got to show the properties, and then me and Toby can make determinations on if we want to keep it or not, based on how long it takes, based on where it's at, what other properties can we do in the area, what other properties can we do on that same day. Today being, a day in the beginning of the season like this, a Saturday before Easter, we got a lot of properties that need doing. And we're gonna, that's what it is. So everything's a little bit more discombobulated than what it will be. And it's still really early. We're getting an early start on the mowing, because we're doing regular mowing on some of the properties. I've been to some of the properties 2 and 3 times. So the good thing about the lawn care stuff is so repetitive. So as soon as you think you're running out of work, whop, here comes the week where you're doing a bunch of work. And then as soon as you think, oh man, but then the grass is growing again and you're back over there again. So it's just about getting all the customers placed on the right routes, and pretty much the same as last year as far as who's on what route, because it just makes sense. But you do have to tweak it a little bit, and right now we're not at the point of where I'm tweaking it yet. We're just trying to get the initial rush over with so we can assess what we got to do and assess what properties are still around and all that. So I'm gonna get on this mower. I'll take the GoPro out here with me and I'll get a little bit of footage of mowing footage, but it's not going to be a lot. I'm not going to be getting a lot of footage today, but we got, well, I don't want to drag him all day long, so we got a pretty good bit to do. But having 2 mowers out here is going to make this a lot faster than normal, but it doesn't pay hardly worthy of 2 mowers. We need to go up on him, Ray. Well, I did go up on him a little bit, but he does give me other work, so I went up $10 on him. But really, that does not even, if I'm not doing the other one, that $10 ain't nothing. I don't even notice it. So anyway, with that being said, I got to get to the mowers, man. Okay, y'all, pretty much done over here. About an hour, about 40 minutes really. He's blowing off the driveway. I blew off around the house. Y'all heard the surging mower surging like it always does. So yeah, see, having my guy out here, he knows exactly what to do, man. I don't have to tell him anything, man. Cut the back, that's it. I'll do the front, and that's what I mean. The back looks really good. Back looks really good. The front looks really good. Hopefully we can get that one again this year, but I don't know, y'all. Okay, so Saturday afternoon, man, it's like 1. Me and Toby did a few lawns this morning. Not a lot of money out here today, really. You know, but I'm able to, you know, I don't have to do a lot of training with him. And, you know, he doesn't have to make, you know, a fortune on a Saturday. He's working with me some on trying to learn the properties. And that's what I need. I don't need a guy out here that the only thing he's thinking about is money. Money's coming. Gonna make the money. You know, and you got to learn how to take the good with the bad. You know, I found that the younger guys that come out here, they want all the good. They don't want none of the bad. So it's a little bit frustrating sometimes, you know, if you're me. It ain't nothing I ain't dealt with it seemed like 1,000 times before. It seems like some guys come out here and they think that, you know, this is my first time I've ever done this or some shit. Like, this is the first year I've ever had employees. Let me tell you, I've had so many guys out here in the 17 seasons I've been out here. There ain't a game that you can really run on me or something. I know things are going to come out. Guys come out here and I get a little bit of their history on. Okay, so why are you all of a sudden, you know, a truck driver or you know, a computer expert, and now you're all of a sudden working for me back home and ain't got nothing? See, all that is what I've faced over the years. You know, over the years I've had every which one out here. So, you know, I don't know, man. I just know that I have such great relief that I got a guy that's got experience out here. Well, I don't have to worry about every little bitty thing. So much that, you know, it's just, I don't have to worry about, I don't have to argue about the pay. You ain't gonna make, so some days, you know, a guy that knows what he's doing, you know, if we can do really good on time and they know what the hell's going on, then they're worth the accelerated pay. If somebody don't know what they're doing, then it's frustrating for me, right? And everybody's got to learn. I get that, but if you learn and you can't demand top dollar, is what I'm saying. I guess I'm not wanting to pay top dollar to guys that don't know nothing. And a lot of you guys in the comments have schooled me on some of that too. You know, I bring a guy out here, I put him on a skid steer job, and he makes, you know, $150, $200 in a day. Then they expect that every day, but they don't know anything. I got to be able to release you to go do work without me being there. That's when I know that you are worthy of what I'm paying. I didn't hire, anybody come out here and not run the second truck. That was not my intention when I brought the young fella out here. My intention was not to pay top dollar to somebody that didn't know a lot. You know, I paid him top dollar on the first couple of days because we were on a skid steer job and there was a lot of menial labor work. And, you know, I wanted to go on and have another guy out here. I was led to believe that he would be able to run the other truck. And even if he was great out here, then he still wouldn't be able to run the other truck. So, but you got me in the pay rate of the other truck driver. And now they don't want to go down on the pay. They don't want to they want me to pay them in cash. They won't. And at the end of the day, it's just about too much trouble for me, man. You know, I'm not gonna argue with the employees about, you know, pay. I'm not gonna argue with them. If they don't like the pay, they can find another job. You know, I don't know. And let's do that now before it gets hot. Because when it gets hot, it's gonna get worse. My temper, their temper, and everything that they don't know is gonna really be all in your face. So, because if they don't learn now, because why ain't they learning now, Ray? You teaching them, right? I am. But they so focused on how much money they're gonna get and shit, they're not even really thinking about the job. Maybe they're thinking about it out of 100%, they might be thinking about the job 30%. You know, and I understand everybody's got to make money. That we know that. And I ain't never shortchanged nobody that come out here, never. And the young man that got good money, you know, all the way up until I found out he didn't know anything, I'll be grateful that they got good money until I found out they didn't know anything. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna make money either way. Nothing's gonna stop this. You know, unless I have a freaking heart attack or something stupid. You know, doesn't matter if the young man comes back out here or not. But we're gonna have a talk. If he decides to come back out here, we're gonna talk about some of this stuff. And I don't know, man. I'm at the point now where I just don't think that he knows enough to fill the position. And he's so money hungry about everything that I'm getting frustrated because he's always asking me about the money. He's not asking me, you know, how to do anything. You know, well, right, man, everybody got to get paid. I know, but I had a feeling about everything, and I didn't know exactly what was going on, but now I do. So now you know, it ain't gonna be much for him not to be out here anymore if he decides to come back out here. He might not even come back out here. I don't know. But he's not gonna come out here making top dollar and demand it and have all these demands. It's just too much trouble for me. I'd rather just me and the older guy keep doing it, and then we'll hire somebody else. I don't know, somebody that's got a vehicle, somebody that, you know, that ain't demanding money every day, somebody that can take a check. I don't know. I mean, or a Venmo or something. So I just know that I'm not paying in cash. And I'm not going to continue to argue about it with employees because it's just not worth it. Now, if dude knew a lot, if he had everything down pat and he knew exactly what he was doing like the older guy does, he might have some leverage. But when you don't know shit about what we're doing, and you don't know a lot, and there was always a time that I didn't know a lot, and there's always a time that we all didn't know a lot. But when I didn't know a lot, I didn't have no leverage to demand anything. I had to make myself valuable. And that don't happen in 3 weeks. That happens in a season or two. You got to make yourself valuable. You got to, the good got to outweigh the bad. And right now, it doesn't. The bad outweighs the good. You know. And I'm not gonna, And then on top of all that, for me to have to argue with the guy, in the past I've had to argue with guys about a lot of things, you know. And they always are trying to figure out what I'm making and how much they're going to get, and don't worry about all that, man. If you want to learn all that, what you do is you learn the trade, and then you can buy one of my trailers, and I might sell you a mower, and you can start your own shit. But until then, you got to get in your lane and stay in it. You got to recognize that you ain't ready. You got to, these guys, they got to recognize that's where they're at. I ain't my fault. Damn, Ray, you talking bad about that man. No, I'm not. I'm empowering this man to be better. That's all. Don't you want to be better, or you want me to just lie and say, oh yeah, you're great? Stop focusing on the money so much. Let me focus on the money. You focus on mastering your job where I feel comfortable with you out here. That's what you need to be focused on, instead of focusing on how much money you're going to get or how long you're going to work. I don't like answering those questions. I feel like you show up every day, and if you're making $20 an hour, $19 an hour, $22 an hour, whatever that is, then that's what you're supposed to make. And if you don't like that, and you don't like how things are going, the best thing to do is just find another job. That's what I've told every guy in the past. Just find another job, dude. Because no matter what, this train is going, and it's going that way. It ain't going backwards. I done spent enough years in my life going backwards. Everything I do is that way. And when people, don't really matter, people or employees, whoever, start getting in my head trying to figure stuff out, like I'm trying to do something to them or beat them, then I'm pretty much like, man, I don't even give a damn. So, but we'll see what happens next week. Hope everybody has a happy Easter. And yeah, me and Toby did what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 6. Just to kind of, because well, it's Saturday and I'm trying to get all the customers I can get. Deuces, y'all. Deuces.